Pioneers on offense, looking for a pass once again.
Deep, will throw.
Throws deep.
Will not get grabbed. Number 1, Brady Hummel in the between that throw.
That's another player to watch out for tonight. He's explosive on both sides of the ball. Recorded a lot of touchdowns, a lot of interceptions and tackles last year.
Second and 10, there's the snap, looking for a quick screen pass to number 25.
5.
Picked up about 7 yards.
Number 25, Jack Reed on the reception there. And you know the screen pass can be risky because the D-line has a clear shot at the quarterback. Luckily, they got the ball out quickly. They're able to pick up a nice, clean 6 yards. Here they go on 3rd and 4.
This could be the chance for the Cougars to put a stop to maybe get back in the game and maybe even score.
Shotgun formation, looking to pass.
To the pass.
Finds Hawkins wide open.
And he will get the first down. And he will break a few defenders on the way.
Yep. Fortunately, Bryce Hawkins was left open there, and the Cougars are definitely going to have to look a lot tighter on him because he's going to be definitely somebody targeted by the QB tonight.
Waiting for the snap.
Handed
off to Hawkins again. Will be taken down in the backfield.
Number 14, Zane Tryon on the carry there. Brought down by the Cougars for a loss of yards.
2nd and long for the Pioneers. Like you were just saying, you're going to want to have to watch that guy all night, and it looks like the Cougars are trying to make quick adjustments to him. Motion to number 24. And there's the hike.
Fake to Tryon.
Back to 24. Will bring him
brought down once again.
3rd and 11.
Still a net loss of yards on this drive. That pass was out to Evan Rodriguez.
Cougars are looking like they're kind of understanding and reading the Pioneers a little better. Let's see how the Pioneers adjust to that.
Yeah. Pioneers definitely seem, even though their best offensive player is a running back, they do lean heavily to that passing
Making
position.
Switch outs. Maybe the Pioneers will try to get it. Oh, timeout was called by the Cougars.
As I was saying,
when you switch out players like that, you got to make sure that you're hustling to get off because the Pioneers were trying to get that flag. They were trying to get that advantage or that first down.
Yep. Coach Rob Hummel definitely not happy with that one. All they can do is look forward and try hard, do better on the next play.
Well, if you're the Pioneers right now, you'd be pretty happy. You shut down the Cougars both times on offense, and your offense is moving pretty well. This is the first time you've had any adversity this far.
Cougars defense finally pulling something together.
Yeah, and if
Pioneers
you're on the Cougars, this is something you're just seeing. Is this? Did we make a few lucky calls, or are we really starting to read them? And that's what you have to watch out for.
Tricky situation for the Pioneers. 12 yards to gain on 3rd down.
Even with number 15, it's still tricky to get 12 yards, especially with the Cougars starting to lock down on the plays, make better reads. Right. Student section starting to feel it more now that the Cougars are playing a little bit more. Waiting the snap, looking for the pass. Will throw it, not complete.
Just led that one out a little far. Number 5, Jaden Clark couldn't quite get the ball despite diving for it. Pioneers got a 4th and 12, and I would anticipate a punt here.
With the Cougar pressure that was just, had to get it out fast. He was open, just got a little bit of bad, handling on it. So Cougars able to find some rhythm and stop, at least thus far before the 4th down, stop the Pioneers offense. Number 1, Brady Hummel will be receiving this kick. And he will let it
Looks like it's going to roll out.
Yeah, they will call that out of bounds.
I was very close. It almost stopped on the 1. Luckily, it rolled out just in time for the Pioneer defenders to...
It takes a talented kicker to put the ball where you want it anywhere on the field, and it seems like Pioneers have that.
Yep. Pioneers were just
few steps
milliseconds away.
A few steps away from putting it back down where they had it the first drive of the game.
Cougars looking to make something of themselves on offense here.
Looking to even the score. You know, with being able to have your defense catch up and, you know, make some stoppages, hopefully they're trying to find that same energy on offense. Out again at running backs Jackson Harris and Tyson McNeil at quarterback. Brady McDonald on wide receiver 1. Brady Humble, motion.
There's a snap. Handoff to Jackson Harris.
Jackson Harris will find a
Going
little bit
far.
of a gap. Get a few.
5 yards, pretty good for an inside run there. Jackson Harris, pretty big guy, able to find some space from between the Pioneers' defensive line.
You're not looking for 10, 20 yards every run. 4 yards a run, that'll get you a first down every set of downs. So that's a good run by Jackson Harris.
Hummel in motion once again.
Going behind, slipped up a
Toss
little bit.
behind.
Handoff to Hummel, lost his footing, and that will result in a loss of yards.
No, not quite what the Cougars were looking for there. Set.
A little bit of a setback, 3rd and long.
3rd and 12. You know, those types of plays, those reverses can be rewarding at times, but when they don't go well, they really don't go well. And Cougars lost 7 on that play.
High reward, and with Hummel not getting his footing off the bat, that didn't help, and just the pressure from the Pioneers really put an end to that play.
Pioneers obviously have a stellar defensive line so far. Looking to keep that moving forward.
There's the snap.
McNeil moving
looking
around.
For the pass. Doesn't
Can't
see
find
anything,
a man.
And he will fumble it out of bounds, bringing it to an even further 4th down.
Flag on the play.
Number 11, and the Pioneers are getting into it. The Cougars.
That's Hunter Selby on the Cougars. So
Lots of flags.
a number of men.
Hunter Selby did not like that tackle that was made on Tyson McNeil. Not a lot of other Cougars really ran to that. But sometimes that's a smart decision. Is it worth catching a flag?
Nope. You know, if the Cougars can stay out of that one and enough Pioneers jump in.
Now we're awaiting the call. I mean, to me, I think they're going to offset. I think both a Cougar and a Pioneer both had some unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yep.
So we'll see. It's just really who initiated it. Who did the ref see start it?
Yep.
Coach Hummel probably going to be pretty upset if it does go against them. Same with the coach on the Pioneers.
5 flags on the field after that scrum.
Here's that one of the refs has also lost their hat, so that might be an ejection. You know, as a coach on either side or a player, it's like just a lot of waiting right now. This is going to feel like the longest minute and a half.
Yeah.
Because especially if you were involved, this could end your Friday night tonight. This could be the setback your team didn't need. This could be all sorts of things. There's no way to really tell right now.
Yep, and I know for either team, practice on Monday is not going to be a piece of cake. Coaches don't like to see fights like that on the field, you know.
Especially if this keeps up. And, you know, first game of the season, you know, varsity players, you know, it's Friday night football. Some of these kids, this is their last chance last season to be out here in the spotlights. So you got to leave it all out there. Oh.
Refs making the call.
They have 2 unsportsmanlike conduct. 3.
There's 4.
And I think they will go.
We have onside penalties for unsportsmanlike conduct, and then we have additional penalties for unsportsmanlike conduct on the Pioneers.
On the Pioneers, it would be called on.
Means the Cougars get an offsetting penalties for the first 2 and 1 more on the Pioneers, giving the Cougars another 3rd down. Hopefully they can make something of it on this time.
I don't think anyone was ejected, so the hat was just another flag thrown. And you don't want to see anyone get ejected.
No.
It's the beginning of the game. It's early. You're going to be excited. It's the first game of the season.
Yeah. You know.
Hopefully that's the end of the unsportsmanlikeness, but they hope they can keep the energy in. perform better with it.
And the coaches, they like to see guys looking out for their other guys, but
Looks like
you know,
the Pioneer coach is talking to the ref about it.
you don't want to risk yards on it. It's just not a smart decision.
Ryan, that's the question if you're down there. Like, you see something fishy happen with your quarterback or something like that, do you go in? Do you try to intervene? Is it going to hurt the team? Like, you really have to think about it. Looks like they're moving it. The Pioneers back. The Cougars have not moved yet. Pioneer coach is still talking with both refs.
Scoreboard showing 1st and 10 with the ball on the 19-yard line.
Still waiting for an official placement of the ball. Looks like the ref will be moving it.
First down for the Cougars on the 49
First down for the Cougars on the 49-yard
yard line.
line. Cougars.
With this moment of intermission, I'd like to shout out Slim's Chickens for sponsoring the video production program here at Spanish Springs High School. You will see a few ads in between quarters and break and halftime. Thank you, Slim Chickens, for sponsoring.
Nothing wrong with a little bit of fried chicken, you know?
Well, if you're the Cougars, it's a sweet and savory feeling there because, you know, you got the first down, you got a fresh set of downs. You're farthest down the field you've been all game, but also that's how you got your farthest down the field was through flags.
Yeah, so that's never a great thing. You need to come up with something big on offense.
But
and
you
also,
always will take the new set of downs.
And also Hunter Selby, the center of the drama for the Cougars.
Oh,
on the
looks like
sideline.
some miscommunication with the quarterback and the running back clashing.
They went for a play action there.
And it will be
2nd down, 2nd and 10.
10.
No gain, no loss. Cougars definitely, I see their short passing game, but they're definitely going to need to start throwing some longer passes if they really want to make a difference. Because, you know, this defensive line of the Pioneers is very strong. They're going to want to get it past them. You know, if the offensive line can give the quarterback enough time, I'm sure he'll find someone open down there, whether it be Brady Hummel or
And
Braden
lots
McDonald.
of pressure from the Pioneers doing the fake play again. Brady Hummel will make some positive yards.
Good.
Looks to be 2nd and 6.
3 yards, it'll be 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7, correction. Well, here you are again as the Cougars. You
Yep.
know, offensively, you're finding little bits and pieces here and there, but nothing really to bring you the first down or bring you home.
Yeah, nothing super substantial. They're definitely going to need to step it up. And like I said earlier, that passing game's going to need to come into effect. We know Tyson McDeal is more than capable of it. We know we got some good receivers. They just got to make something happen.
So here we go with the snap, looking for the pass to Shelby. Cannot find it.
Just a little high.
So it looks like the Cougars will be bringing out the punting team again.
Intended for Jaden Stewart. Not quite there.
Well, Cougar defense hasn't been out for a little bit, so hopefully they'll be able to keep up with their pressure and stop the Pioneers again. But neither have the Pioneer offense. They've been able to refresh them too. Oh, the punt, not a great grab. Still got the punt off.
Strong kick, calls a fair catch at the 15-yard line.
You know, not a bad call. Sometimes even like just same with a kick returner and a kicker.
Yep.
You got to read. Is it worth running it? Am I close enough? Do I have protection? And that was a smart call. Farthest back into their own territory. This is the farthest back they've been all night, the Pioneers.
Cougars getting the stop on the last play, hoping to make something happen once again. Shotgun formation, one running back, number 16 in motion. There's a snap, looking to pass, screen, short pass. Bryce Hawkins.
Not going to move it far, but will move it.
Short gain there. Looks like it's going to be spotted. Still at the 10, 2nd and 10.
Second and 9, I believe.
16 in motion again. ball.
Looking for a pass.
Short screen to 25.
And
Stiff arm, but still brought down
much far,
by
will make some
Jesse
yards.
Hernandez Ramirez.
Looking to be 3rd and 5.
Good looking out by Hernandez there. Got the stop.
After a pickup of 2 more, it'll be 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. Action. For the snap, there it is. Looking to
Throwing
pass
again. Can't
Will not
find his man.
receiver.
Looked like he had him, but thrown just a little bit too far to his outside
So,
shoulder.
Cougar defense able to maintain the same pressures the Pioneers are on them,
Yep.
stopping them.
And you know, Pioneers got off to a 7-0 lead with good field position, and that's not really a positive thing for the Cougars, but if they can continue to get stops and then find some traction on offense, they can be right back in this game, and it's certainly not over as it's just the first quarter.
Definitely been an interesting one. Here's the punt team.
Snap.
There's the snap.
Kick.
Oh,
blocked.
the punt was
Blocked by the Cougars. Out of
That'll be
bounds.
Great field positioning for the Cougars.
Great.
That was
Jesse
number
Hernandez
2.
once again.
Jesse Hernandez.
2 big plays in a row.
Great movement. Great watch. Everything out of that.
Cougars sideline is absolutely hyped up right now.
Might be the energy, might be the play to give more energy to the offense. The student section was fired up from that.
Best field position,
All
excuse
day
me, for the Cougars. Inside the opponent's 30 with just over 2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
You know, as someone playing, to feel that, it must be an amazing feeling to be able to block a kick.
Yep.
Getting past that many people. Here he goes again. Hummel looking to throw.
Flea flicker. McNeil caught it.
McNeil, he's getting around him. He's going.
It's going.
And he will run it out of bounds at the 15.
That was a great play. You know, Cougars tried that reverse play a few times, but they never tried to get the flea flicker in on it, and there it was.
The Cougars are rushing, trying to get some speed on in between their sets, keep the momentum. Student section's absolutely loving it.
Very
Here we
smart
go
play by
again
the Cougars.
with Harris in the back, McNeil at quarterback.
High formation.
There's the snap.
Looking for a pass. Hummel.
Hummel will
Caught.
get it, and we'll get about 5 off of that. This is the momentum, you know?
Yep, this is what the Cougars are
energy,
looking for.
This is what you get.
Picks up 5. Oh, 2nd and 5.
So here we go again. 2nd and 5.
Same formation as the last play.
Pioneers looking to put more pressure. McNeil will throw. Oh,
Fake the
pressure.
handoff.
Will throw.
Barely gets it out. Gain
Will
of
get
yards.
it. Will get
Excellent
the
recovery.
first down. Number 11, Hunter Selby.
Tyson McNeil under pressure by Seth Knight. It still gets the throw off balance and manages to get a first down off the play. First and goal.
Looking at the Spanish Spring sidelines, a lot more energy. The student section is going crazy right now. This is what you need if you're Cougars. You need that momentum. You have them defensively down. Now you need your offense to get in there.
Only 5 yards to go for a touchdown.
This could be what we need. They need to even out the score.
Snap. Handoff. Jackson Harris
is going.
looking for something. Looks like he gained about 1 or 2 yards there.
On the right side, picks up 3 yards.
You know, just like being in your own end zone, you know, having to fight out of it. Being this close to this one, it's hard to pick the right decision. You're
Yep.
gonna get a lot of pressure for a pass, and it's gonna be really hard to find a hole for a run. But right now, the Cougars are trying everything they got. But regardless, they are in field goal range. Here we go with motion.
That's number 12, Jaden Stewart in motion.
There is a flag. Hummel did catch it.
In the end zone. With touchdown if the flag is on the Pioneers, waiting the call.
They did. I think they called it incomplete. Might be offsides on the false start on the offense. My apologies. You know, that is not what you want to do to keep the momentum as, you know, with the Cougars, especially when these high energy plays, these high energy drives. You got to try to maintain that consistency.
It's a pretty big setback for the Cougars, not what they wanted to see.
Still second down, and Cougars are still in field goal range.
Yep. And that's the ultimate killer of any drive, is a unnecessary penalty, especially unforced error like that.
Stopping momentum will be the death of a drive. Go again. Waiting the snap.
Hummel in motion, has the ball. Can't do anything with it.
Take it far.
Cougars probably going to want to pass it here.
Ready on the fly sweep to the left side. Good for a 5-yard. Bring up 3rd and 8.
You know, even though there's been some super high highs in this drive and a few lows, at least the Cougars have been able to find something to get their own first downs consistently.
McNeil fakes the handoff.
Looking for the pass.
Deep pressure.
Will
Can't
throw
get it
away.
off. Pressured by number 8, Michael Gage.
Looks like the field goal team will be coming out.
Yep, and obviously not how the Cougars wanted that to go. Maybe something a little better without the flag, but as long as they can break that 0 and get a field goal here, ultimately it's not a huge loss.
Cougars will attempt the field goal.
Number 6, Ivan, will be the kicker for the Cougars. Oh, this is blown.
Flag on the play just near the 10-yard marker.
False start on Pioneers. Offsides, Pioneers.
Offsides on the Pioneers.
Cougars gonna
That'll be a 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down from the 5-yard line.
little chip
Cougars
shot
are
here.
deciding if they are going to try to punch it in.
This could be a turning point. You know, tie the game back up, kind of show some dominance here.
Yes, the Cougars will bring out their offense again.
McNeil at the quarterback.
This can go a few ways. They can punch it in right here, even it out, or, you know, I mean, at least in coach's mind, maybe worst case scenario, don't get it, but pretty good field positioning for the defense that's been able to stop the Pioneers.
Timeout by the
will
Pioneers.
Take a timeout.
Both teams, 2 remaining.
A lot of discussion out for this. You know, if you're the Pioneers, might have been not what you're looking for give the Cougars a little bit closer grounds. Now they're seeing that their offense is back out, you know. Having your defense be out there, not having coach to have a lot of time to think, maybe it was the right call to take that timeout.
Yep.
Still early into the game, still first quarter, minute left.
Cougars got Tyson McNeil as a quarterback, Braden McDonald, Brady Hummel, and
Jackson Harris at running back.
with Jaden Stewart also as a receiver. Tight end out as well.
Motion,
That's Jaden Stewart.
hike the ball, looking, throwing. Oh,
Contact during the pass.
Brady Hummel looking for a flag, will not get one.
There's definitely some contact before.
Coach also looking for the flag.
Got the ball.
You know,
Looking for a PI.
not a ref, but I would say there was a little bit of contact there, but that's also how you defend sometimes. You know, not sometimes, but
Yep.
you got to get close to defend. I don't know, the refs didn't see anything, so we're going to take that as it is. And now it'll be first down, Pioneers deep in their own territory.
At least the Cougars are not making the Pioneers' job easy here.
Looking for their handoff. Devin, oh, sorry,
It's going to be Bryce Hawkins again.
Bryce, my apologies.
Just a couple of short yards.
Hey guys, are we not streaming the NFHS at
There's the throw. Will get caught up and brought back by multiple Cougars. Moving it to 3rd and 5th.
Cougars so far getting the stop. Just gotta not let them get 5 yards here. Shotgun formation. There's a snap looking to pass.
Pass, lots of pressure.
Throws it deep.
Oh, and he will get it. Oh, but
fumble.
It's dropped. Fumble. Cougars recover. Brady Hummel
gets the grab.
Two-sided player, plays offense and defense, and he shows his dominance on both.
Yep. Flag on the play. Flag after the play.
Didn't see any Cougars around that, so it looks like the refs were something with the Pioneers. Might be wrong. That will also end the first quarter.
Way to put that one away.
So it looks like it will be a call on the Pioneers.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Pioneers. 15-yard penalty, and then we'll switch sides. It's the end of the first quarter.
We're back for that short weird word.
End of the quarter. Pioneers were able to get the ball back, made a pretty good throw, but was fumbled and recovered by the Cougars. So the Cougars getting yet another chance to try to get some offensive movement.
And the Cougars ultimately came out as the winners on that play, but you have to admit it was a very impressive grab
great throw
by Jaden Clark.
2 defenders on him, still managed to grab it, unfortunately lost it. Looking
McNeil,
for the throw.
deep ball. That's not going to be caught. Targeting Hummel, guarded closely by Gavin Hammond.
Send me the YouTube link, please. I'm trying to find it. I'm going to get you. I got you.
Here we go. Cougars 2nd and 10. There's the snap,
McNeil.
looking for a pass. Quick
Short pass. Got it to
Jaden Stewart.
Couldn't make a whole lot of yards out of that. It's worth the effort. Now going to be 3rd and 10. Sorry, not 3rd and 10. 3rd and 6.
You know, something I always found interesting is looking at the coach hand signals. You know, you take a lot of time in practice to like master those, and they're just always interesting. Here we go with the snap, looking for a pass again. Pressure.
Intense pressure.
Hits.
Completed.
Number 7 will get it. That is Jackson Harris, the running back.
Very, very good pressure from the Pioneers there. Really impressive effort by the defensive line. And Cougars trying to go for it on 4th for the 2nd time this game. Here's a snap. Looking for it.
Pass.
Finds Hummel.
Hummel, even though he slipped, still managed to get it. Looking to see if he got the first, and he will get the first down.
Impressive catch, 2 defenders.
Now, as the Cougars, you've seen this a few times in the first quarter. You know, you get that momentum. Now the question is, can they maintain it for the rest of this drive and find themselves a touchdown? Defensively, they found themselves, and right now they're looking for that offensive success. Pioneers have been all over the Cougar offense today, but vice versa, the Cougars have been all over the Pioneers offense except for the very beginning of the game. Still giving Pioneers 7-0 lead.
Let go again. Jackson Harris lined up on the right of Tyson McNeil. Looking to pass.
Pass will
Finds
go,
Jaden Stewart again.
and he will make some yards, get around a few defenders.
Yep.
And it looks to be 2nd and 1. Short little drive.
Yep. You
Left to go.
There's a good eye by Tyson McNeil to find the open man there, and a good defensive effort by the Pioneers to bring him down quickly, not let him return.
It's also
for any
nice
more
here.
yards.
You got 2 downs to play with. This one and the next one, and they're really close to a first down.
Jackson Harris
So they will
stopped
try to run,
immediately.
will not be able to make it far and will be put back.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. This defensive line by the Pioneers is a force to be reckoned with.
So now we're a little bit more at 3rd and medium, about 3rd and 5.
4 yards, bring up 3rd and 4 for the Cougars.
Motion with Hummel.
Hummel trying to find something.
Find a
Blocked by
blocker.
Harris.
Will go. Get
And
the
he gets
first,
it.
and a little more.
That was a team effort by the Cougars. Jackson Harris, the running back, engaging with the block. He was the reason that play was possible. Got to give it to him. And, of course, Hummel with the excellent run.
First down and goal to go for the Cougars on the 8-yard line.
You know, you also have to give some credit to the center, Noah Dosh, number 66. You know, keep making consistent snaps. There's the handoff. Will find some room. Will he
There
find
he goes.
enough? And that will be
Touchdown
a Cougar
Cougars
touchdown.
by Jackson Harris.
So, Cougars have found a way to get that offensive momentum.
Yep.
And will get 6 points on the board.
There it is. That's what they've needed. You're good.
You know, as the Cougars had struggled offensively thus far, but then coming into the second quarter, they have found some, and the PAT is good, making this a tied game at 7-7, second quarter.
Cougars finally finding something on defense, tying the ball game. Pioneers looking to punch back with it. 8.5 remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go with the Cougars kicking it off for the first time today, I believe.
With 8:25 left in the second quarter, we have a tie ball game. Kick it off for the Cougars.
Here's a kick by Ivan Mariano.
There's the kick,
Boots it out there.
and they will let it fly back.
Yep.
Brought out to the 20 for the Pioneers. First down.
Ivan Mariano is the kicker, but he's also a cornerback and wide receiver for the Cougars, which is very interesting. Excellent talent on the football field. The snap. Finds his man, Bryce Hawkins.
Will be able to move it to a first down.
You know, some fancy footwork there to make it up there, despite being smothered by many Cougar defenders.
Good for a 11-yard pickup and a Pioneer first down.
Looking for the pass, will get it
Finds
off.
24.
And there's a flag from the ref.
Evan Rodriguez with the reception. Let's see what the ref has to say.
That's to Rodriguez. Number 24 for the Pioneers. Heavy on the play.
That's going to be on the Pioneers.
Penalty is an ineligible man downfield
Ineligible man downfield.
for the Pioneers.
That's one of those things that can kill a drive, you know, something that was probably controllable.
And we've seen it with the Cougars, you know. They had a drive going, it was explosive, and they lost that momentum, and it just didn't help them push through to the end.
Yep, so you definitely want to control what you can, not let flags like that get in the way. I formation. Hands it off. Bryce Hawkins finding some room on the outside.
Will find some room, and we'll take it pretty much down to about 5 yards left, making that penalty almost as if it didn't happen to 2nd and 5.
Yep. Explosive player.
7 yards. It's 8 yards. It's 2nd and 7. With a 25-yard line.
Here it is. Handoff to Hawkins. Can't be stopped.
He's
First down.
going, breaking almost every defender, and will get a first down and more.
Tackle made by number 21, Carter Zirkle.
Hawkins picks up another 15
You know,
yards.
that penalty did not kill their momentum at all. Brought him 2 really good plays with a lot of yardage.
Yep.
Number 49.
Looking for the pass.
Deep throw.
Intercepted by number 6, Ivan Mangana.
Ivan Mariano, just like I just said. Kicker for the Cougars, explosive cornerback as well, making the big turnover for the Cougars.
First down, Cougars. With a 25-yard.
That will turn the ball around. And, you know, as Cougars, you know, starting to slip on that defensive hold you had, getting the ball right back after finding your offensive footing, it's exactly what you want to see.
That makes 2 forced turnovers by the Cougars. One was a fumble recovered by Brady Hummel, and now an interception by Ivan Mariano.
You know, defensively still has good footing, especially with that interception, but was kind of losing their grasp, allowing those run plays and pass plays a little bit get ahead of them.
Looking to pass.
Throws.
Finds Harris.
And, Harris will break the defender, make some yards, and will get almost down to the first down, and will get about 8 on that.
Excellent effort by Harris. Shook the first tackle. Initially looked like a loss of yards. Managed to break that tackle and got a big return out of it.
And that's why coaches always say, the play's not over till you hear a whistle. Don't stop giving it your all till you hear a whistle. Because there's plays like that, you think it's over, and then, boom, takes off.
2nd and 4 here.
The snap.
Passing again.
Throw it.
Finds
so
Hummel.
Hummel get caught up, but broke another defender.
Broke a tackle.
Still going.
Finally brought down,
40.
but it took 3 men.
Like back-to-back plays where it's not over until you hear that whistle.
Yep. Cougars making a good effort to break those tackles and really show that grit that can really make a game.
Looking, handoff to Harris. Trying to give past one defender and make a short gain.
Looks like about 2 yards there, setting up a 2nd and 8.
Really finding their offensive footing here in this second quarter with 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the half.
Live formation again.
Pressure from the defense.
Handoff.
Handoff again, finding a little bit of room.
Looks like you got a couple on that play. That's number 22, Caden Johnson.
We'll get it to about a 3rd and 5.
He picks up 3 yards, it'll be 3rd and 5 for the Cougars.
There's a snap, fakes the handoff.
Pass.
Oh, man.
Looking to see if they got it. They will have caught the ball, but not enough to get that first down.
That was a little stressful up here. I couldn't see over all the players on the sideline. Almost looked like an interception for a quick minute there.
But those are some of the best plays you'll see in a game, the ones where you have to hold your breath and really just see what happens.
Braden McDonald making the play.
Timeout, Cougars.
Cougars 1 remaining timeout.
Cougars will like to take their second timeout. 5 minutes left in the second quarter.
Interesting second quarter. Began off with the Cougars finding their offensive footing, being able to get a touchdown. Then it went to the Pioneers getting some quick yardage, some good yardage, and unfortunately had a stoppage to their drive, and now we're back with Cougar offensive football.
I apologize for losing my cool for a second.
Cougars coming out.
4th and short. Looks like they are bringing the offense out for this one.
You know, 4th and 2, that's definitely makeable for the Cougars. They just really have to be wary of that defensive line.
You know, and you also got to think, worst case scenario, what happens if we don't get it? Where will they have it? Looking for the pass, lots of pressure.
Turning around, finds a man.
There will be a flag.
Hummel.
Brady Hummel will get it, pending the flag.
Very impressive throw from McNeil on the run, finds his man.
McNeil's pass to Hummel.
Holding offense.
Wow. Just like we said earlier, drive killers. They found some momentum, got a first down. That's going to set them back a few yards. Probably going to force a punt.
And another flag.
See what they say this time. Holding offense again.
Looks to be about
unsportsmanlike conduct added on top of holding.
So that'll push them back even further.
Punting deep in their own territory.
As frustrating as some plays and calls can be as a player, you have to maintain full control. can't say something or do something because it could put the team in jeopardy, and unfortunately it did by pushing them back even further.
Yep. Cougars just gotta, you know, be a goldfish, have 10-second memory, forget all about it.
And move on.
It happens in the future.
Down. Here's the punt, up in the air. 15 having to run a little bit towards it, going
Hawkins
a lot farther
behind
back.
the
He
30.
will grab it though.
Going for the
And
return.
he will take it to
Runs
about
out of bounds.
the 45.
Takes the ball out of bounds. Takes it out of bounds. At the Pioneer 48-yard line. First down, Pioneers.
Here comes the Pioneers offense after a long drive by the Cougars. Pioneers, both sides of the ball will be well rested.
Not a lot of Cougar defense on the field. When they are on the field, it's for relatively short. That's how it's been for most of the game.
Just looking to continue that. Keep the success of the Pioneers to a minimum. Inside handoff, Hawkins finding some room, about 8 yards.
Good run.
Hawkins picks up 8 yards on the carry. Second down for the Pioneers. And 2.
The snap,
Throwing
pressure,
deep.
throw it deep again, and a little bit of interference with the number 27, I believe.
Yep, that would be him, Joseph Keating.
Got in between that a little bit, messed up the receiver. Good
You know,
defending on him.
that receiver was pretty open once he got the ball. It was just green in front of him, so it's good that it didn't find its target perfectly. Thrown. Hawkins
Short
again
pass.
finds a first down. Brought
Will
down.
be brought back and down, but positive yardage gain. He will keep it where he had it.
Quarterback Tag Harrison for the Pioneers. On the
Harrison's pass was completed for a Pioneer first down at the 41-yard line.
Handoff again. Oh. And brought down at about 5 or 6 yards of gain. Defense slowly losing their control they had on the Pioneer offense, and the Pioneer offense finding its footing, especially with the run game.
They're the type of team to just run it down your throat. You're just doing these inside runs every time, and it's really working for them, getting quite a few more yards than the average inside handoff on each play. Passing this time.
Looking deep, throwing it.
Complete.
Medium pass.
Flag on the play. Injury possible. Looks like that was caught by number 5, Jaden Clark.
Pending the flag.
Hopefully he can get up.
Taking his helmet off.
This is not good.
But he is off the field. So they will keep playing.
The penalty was on the Pioneers, an ineligible man downfield.
Flag on the Pioneers, ineligible man downfield.
Second time that happens, and you know coach isn't happy about that.
Definitely not.
So, you know, we got to make mistakes once and try to learn from them as soon as possible.
Gonna be a 2nd and 10 here.
2nd and 9, but here we are with the snap, handoff again, but we'll get caught in the middle and not make much room. Looks like there might be a fumble, and this could potentially be the third forced turnover by the Cougars, pending the dog pile removal.
Cougars calling for their ball.
It is Cougar ball. That will be the third forced turnover by the Cougars.
Cougars defense doing an excellent job forcing these turnovers.
Even
2.5 minutes
the
left.
losing of the stoppage, they are still putting the pressure on turnovers.
Yep.
And that's what happens when you run and run and run. You know, you get fatigued, you get tired as a runner, and sometimes you make those mistakes. You get arms get tired, and unfortunately that's what can happen if you repetitively run, even though they are making impressive strides down the field with the running. Cougar offense back on the field.
Cougars hoping to make something out of this drive. Hopefully get the lead before the Pioneers get it at the half.
Looking for the pass. Pressure. Will
McNeil running the ball for the first time.
And run it out.
Good yardage gained. You know,
About
sometimes
6.
a quarterback, they're always looking for a pass because that's going to get you the most yards. But when they can't find it, it's good that they can be mobile.
Gotta read the
and that
field.
guy was, and he got quite a few yards. 2nd and 5.
You know, you got to be a dual threat whenever you can. Got to keep the defense on their toes, and he was able to read that there wasn't a pass that he was comfortable with the pressure he had, so he was able to take it and go.
And that's only the first time we've seen him rush tonight.
Motion, looks like it'll be a quick screen to
Jackson
Hummel.
Harris.
McNeil, the quarterback, will be going out as a blocker.
That was quite the play there. Jackson Harris tried to go right, but he was unfortunately couldn't find anything.
But
Turned back to the left, tripped up by his own man, and was able to find an open section of the
And
field
from-
for a first down.
from what we've seen to him tonight, that's what he's good at. He's good at taking a bad situation and finding the best way out.
And he can break those tackles. He's a very big guy, especially for a running back. He's able to make those
Got to
plays.
find those gaps, and he manages to break that tackle and always find that gap. At least thus far in the game, he's been able to do that. At the 50, pressure.
Rushing,
Able to get the
Harris
block by
gets the
Harris.
block.
Quarterback will just have to take that loss, bringing it back to the 45.
Aggressive blitz by the Pioneers.
Very good read from the linebacker, because if he would have read that snap just a little wrong, or they would have done it at a different cadence, they wouldn't have been able to, they would have gotten offsides or encroachment. So that's really good reading from the defense.
Most certainly.
And it completely disrupted the offensive mindset during that play.
Yep.
Here we go, waiting for the next. There's the snap.
Looking
for
to
a
pass.
Lots of pressure again. Will get one off.
Finds his man.
2-11, and he has room to run with a flag.
Hunter Selby, the former
Hunter
quarterback,
Selby.
now tight end.
And another flag on the sideline. Trying to calm themselves down so they don't get another, and a hat thrown. Unfortunately, we hoped we'd see the end of it in the beginning of the game, but we have seen it again in the second quarter with only 1:10 left to go.
Yep.
This is another one of those times for the refs, you're holding your breath.
Yep.
You saw who started it. We were able to catch that this time, but there was a lot of involvement on both sides. So that could push the Cougars back, push them forward. That could do anything right now.
First down, if complete. Let's see what penalties are. So far, 1 on the Cougars.
2 on the Cougars.
1
on
on the Pioneers.
So it's looking like it will push the Cougars back.
Not great. Finally got a big play there, but it just did not work out.
That's like what you were saying earlier. You need goldfish memory. You've got to be able to take a bad opportunity.
Offensive PI.
Not a call you hear often.
Nope.
And on top of a unsportsmanlike conduct on both sides of the field.
Cougars.
But the Cougars will take that and get pushed back tremendously far to about a 2nd and 30 or 25.
Yeah, no, you were right the first time.
It's a 30.
2nd and
That's
30.
something you don't see or hear often.
No, Cougars definitely going to have to strive their way back into this one. Probably going to see a deep ball once or twice.
Definitely going to be looking out for the pass, if not trick plays for the run. Looking for the pass right now. Running again. Pressure.
Moving. Running through.
Take it.
Throws. Finds
it.
his man.
Able to make decent yardage. Couldn't break the defender, but that'll bring to about a 3rd and 15.
Got half the yards back on that play. Just got to do that again, and they can make it. McNeil, very good quarterback on his feet. That was caught by number 12, Jaden Stewart. Cougars going to need to be mindful of the clock, however, as there's only 40 seconds left this half.
With one timeout left, they're going to either try to look to put this in, take it home, or at least put up 3 to get the advantage before half.
Yep. And as well, the Pioneers will be receiving the kick at halftime.
So this is right now do or die to see if you can put up some points before the half.
Jackson
And
Harris with the ball.
And he will find some room.
Running, looking for some more. He will find it. Forced out of bounds.
Will stop the clock and bring them to about 4th and 5.
And you know, there's a little time left on the clock. They might just want to kick it, but I don't know what's going on.
With the 4th and 5, that does sound bad without context, but you have to remember, they brought it in from a 2nd and 30.
That is
down
true.
To 4th and 5.
Yeah,
so
5 yards.
Good playmaking, a lot of good decision making.
They can probably get themselves one play before the field goal and hopefully put their kicker in some better position here.
We're going to see they're going to keep the offense out, so either they make it here, kill the clock here, or we'll get a turnover with moments left before the halftime.
Snap looking to throw.
Looking for the throws, and a throw.
Out of bounds. 2 seconds left.
We can get the sponsors, the football sponsors down.
Got to thank Anchor Concrete for sponsoring tonight's game, and as well as Shields for all your outdoor needs.
Well, 2 seconds left before half. What will the Pioneers do with this?
This should be the last play of the second quarter.
Take it, we'll hand it off to number 15 again. And that'll bring us to halftime. I'm Brennan Koss.
I'm Calvin McDonald.
And we will hand it off to Hudson Blake.
Have a lot of good items down at the concession stand.
Cement Company is now accepting applications. After completing your application, please mail, fax, email, or drop off the application at Nevada Cement Company.
One last thing you want to say to the people out there, Fernie? Go Cougars!
Facing a medical emergency,
Thank you, Fernie. Have a good
elevate
night.
your health by turning to the ER teams at Northern Nevada Health System. We feature shorter community wait times at our Case Sparks ER locations. Learn more and view wait times online at nmmc.com/fastdr.
Welcome to Source Staffing, Northern Nevada's dedicated staffing service. We help you connect with your perfect job. If you're ready to take the next step and take the hardship out of finding a job, Source Staffing is ready for you. We have provided over 5,000 jobs in the last 5 years, helping Northern Nevada citizens connect with Northern Nevada jobs. We are ready to help you find your next job. Are you ready to join us? We comply with all COVID-19 procedures in order to keep you and your family safe. We want you to be fit, happy, and healthy, returning to your family every night where you feel.
Regular servicing of your home's furniture and AC can help you avoid bigger and more expensive emergency repairs in the future. We check refrigerant levels, compressors, and all electrical components to ensure your system is operating efficiently. Paul City Air Conditioning is here for you.
At this time, we direct your attention down to the track at the 50-yard line, where tonight Art Anderson will be honoring our return sponsors for the 2024 football season. So we'd like to give you a nice round of applause as we announce each of them. Okay, our first return sponsor for the 2024 football season is Little Caesars. Our second returning sponsor is LH Concrete. Next is Anchor Concrete.
Welcome back, everybody. This is the third quarter of the Spanish Springs Cougars versus the Pioneers. And I'm Brennan Koss.
I'm Calvin McDonald.
And we will be finishing out the game with you. Very interesting first half, I would say.
Yep, certainly. The Pioneers are showing their dominance with their all-star running back, Bryce Hawkins. Really able to jam it down. Cougars running back, not too bad himself. That's going to be Jackson Harris. Also, passing game for the Cougars started to come up in that second quarter.
Yeah, and I think it was just interesting. Both teams had their struggles. You know, offensively, the Pioneers started off strong. Good kickoff placement. Good, easy touchdown to start the game. And then, you know, Cougars were struggling offensively for a minute there.
Yep, but they were able to punch it in the end zone.
They were there.
They were certainly there.
Stopping it. It was really a defensive first half. But right now, as most coaches would say in the locker room during halftime, second half of the game, it's 0-0, fresh start, make some adjustments, see what happens.
You know, Cougars are doing their job on defense. A lot of stops, a lot of punts, and not one but two forced fumbles for Cougars recovery and an interception by the Cougars, which is not too shabby. Hoping to keep that going with the Pioneers receiving the ball right now.
With only about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left until the third quarter starts. Right now, both teams are setting up for the kickoff. Might end the halftime a little early because there was a little extension. All depending on the ref's whistle.
12 minutes on the clock.
Okay, the starts the second half. Cougars will be kicking off. Cougars will kick off from the 45 due to a penalty during halftime.
Well,
Kicking off for the Cougars.
due to a prior penalty before the half, Cougars now get a advanced kickoff. So let's see if they just boot it all the way through or try to do what the Pioneers did to start the game and get some placement. Looks like they're just going to send that one to the house through the field goal.
Good to know. Ivan Mariano has that kind of range if we need it later. Am I right?
Oh, yeah. So here we go. We have Cougar defense, which was starting to lose its grasp with the yardage with the offense, but here we go. Pioneers trying to find some footing on offense.
Complete pass brought down by the Cougars, thrown by Tag Harrison.
Harrison's pass to Hawkins, good.
Caught by Hawkins.
Pioneers first down.
Gotta thank Western Nevada Supply for sponsoring tonight's game for all your plumbing, irrigation, kitchen, and bathroom needs. Visit Western Nevada Supply on Rock Boulevard.
There we go with the snap, handoff to number 15. Very dominant the first half, but the last few snaps he's been getting, he's only been making it 4 or 5 yards. Not to discredit that at all. Of course, 4 or 5 yards every play is going to get you a first down, but slowing down from what he's been doing at the start of this game.
Hawkins picks up 3 more to be 2nd and 7 for the Pioneers.
Throwing again, caught, looking for a first. Did he get
Flag. You can also see one of the adjustments I'm noticing already is the Pioneers are not taking those long pass options anymore.
Yeah.
They're making quick, decisive ones, and that's a smart decision to make. The last 2 big passes they made, unfortunately for them, were intercepted or fumbled.
Definitely good to take a step back, maybe refresh. We'll probably talk about something in the locker room there.
Cougars.
Will be on the Cougars. First down, Pioneers.
Looking to throw, pitches. Bryce Hawkins. Oh, he's got some
Finding
speed.
room.
There it goes.
Still has more room.
Breaking tackles
No one
left
can
and right.
stop him. Just short.
Now, we've seen him as a power back, but he hasn't really broken through too far. That time he had some open grass, and we could really see the wheels he has, and that is a fast man out on that field.
And it's scary to think that halftime could have gave him that just enough rest he needed to get back to how he was playing at the beginning of this game.
Yep. Back to him again.
If you're the Cougars, you have to plan for that. And it looks like he'll break a lot of people
and
run it right in for a touchdown for the Pioneers to regain their lead.
Setting the tone early in this second half. Bryce Hawkins finally exploding here.
Setting up for the PAT.
Isaac Munoz kicking. Sorry, Jack Reed.
Hawkins is the holder for the extra point. Munoz is the kicker.
Well through the uprights. Almost a little
Extending their
too
lead
high.
to 14-7.
You know what, Cougars?
Quick start to the second half, kind of repeating how they started the game.
Yeah.
A quick punch down the throat touchdown, and they've managed to do that within a minute and a half of the second half.
Cougars, you could blame their defense, but you viewers at home saw the same thing that we did up here in the booth. That man out there, Bryce Hawkins, is fast and he is strong, and he will find a way to break through your defense.
And so far, that's all he's done.
Yep.
He's just found a way.
Especially that last drive.
Soap setting up here. The Cougars will have a kick return imminent. Comes the kick.
Strong.
They will take it and try to run with it. Stoppage from the refs.
Looks like the posts are going to be put up at the 20.
Here we go with number 10 and number 7, the dynamic duo for this Cougar offense, Tyson McNeil and Jackson Harris.
Yep. Selby in motion. Flag on the play.
Flag.
Looks like a false start on the Cougars, probably from that motion from Selby. Offside, sorry.
We're going to back 5, first and 15. Not ideal placement this deep into your own territory, but let's see what the Cougars can do with it. Another motion.
Selby in motion once again.
Take it, hand
Harris
it off. Harris finding a little bit of room.
Flag on the play.
Made good about few yards.
It's going to be a holding on the offense.
Bring them back even further. Putting that to, I believe, a first and 20.
That's rough. Cougars going to be starting.
And you know, last time Cougars had a really deep drive like this,
8-yard
they
line.
brought it just about all the way there, but couldn't finish it to get a first. So let's see what they can do with an extra down. Because last time they had a 2nd and 30 in the second quarter and almost managed to pull it all the way through.
There they go. 22 yards to gain. thrown.
Thrown
Missed
out.
by Hummel. Tyson McNeil had to get that ball out quick because he was in the end zone. D-line was closing in fast, and he did not want to pick up a safety.
This is like hot. This is high pressure right here for the quarterback. It's a few steps back and you're risking running out in a safety, or a few steps back and you're running out, you know, just there's nothing you can do much except quick, precise decisions.
Yep.
And let's see if McNeil can do that. There's the snap, looking for the pass. Won't find it, attempts the run, takes it back, running again. Might get caught.
Oh.
Tried to get it to Shelby.
Attempted a pass.
Won't get it.
Up to Jaden Stewart. Fortunately, couldn't get there. And, you know, initially the plan was probably to make just a little bit of space so you could have some room to run in the next play, but unfortunately couldn't happen. Now Cougars got a third and very long.
You know, this is looking like it might shape out to be a punt from the Cougars, which is going to show kind of this whole second half just reflecting the start of the game, really. So both teams made adjustments, and the Pioneers seem to have adjusted more back into a comfort zone. Tyson
Neal
looking.
throwing short to Jaden Stewart.
Won't
Not
be good
gonna
enough.
get there.
Looks like Jaden's hobbling a little bit.
Not good to see.
Looking like just to get, need a little stretching.
Fourth down for the Cougars. Number 24, Cooper Mill getting back to punt. 15, Hawkins on the reception.
Here we go with Pioneer, or the punt, sorry. There's the punt, get up pretty high, and he will call a safe catch.
Brought back to about the 42. Gonna have 58 yards to gain for the touchdown.
And you know, that was a good read. A lot of purple coming at him, not a lot of white defending him. Here we go, Pioneers take the first snap. Quarterback will keep it with a fake handoff, trying to find somewhere, didn't really find much.
Harrison gains 3 yards in that play, bring up 2nd and 7 for the Pioneers.
2nd and 7.
A lot of pressure.
Can't find it.
Quarterback pressure from Isaiah
Thrown
Blinkenstock,
into the
number
Cougar
40.
sideline.
Making him have to throw it out of bounds.
Lots of pressure by the Cougars on that play. Incomplete pass by the Pioneers. Bring up 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7. Pioneers football. Looking like it's going to be a defensive game again. Looking for the
Tossing to Hawkins.
and he will get the room for the first down and a little more.
Brought down, but not after a good game.
Pass was completed, good for a first down for the Pioneers.
First and 10. There's the
Looking
snap.
pass.
And a quick pass.
Complete. Tackled. Play made by number 25, Jack Reed, with a little bit of trash talk to the Cougars.
Yeah, I didn't know if the
bench.
camera caught that, but number 25 getting a little chirpy with the Cougar sideline. And you know, as long as they keep it peaceful, that's part of the game.
Part of the game, of course. Got to add a little competitiveness.
ball, handoff, quick stoppage, not enough to get the first, I don't believe. Never mind, they will call it a first down. Pioneers moving the ball.
Those 2 yards, it'll be first down for Pioneers. Harrison.
Right now, the score is 13 Pioneers, 7 Cougars. Hopefully looking to make a stop here and try to even out
Looking
that
pass,
score.
finds his man,
Boom,
brought down
caught.
quickly. Tackle made by number 24. That is Cooper Milligan. Safety making the pass, making the play. Offense, they can try on with the reception.
Second and
throw.
10, looking for the pass, found it.
Find a short pass,
Will
first
get
down.
the first.
That kid's pretty quick on his feet as well. That's Jaden Clark.
That's one of the adjustments the Pioneers have made this half that the Cougars just can't seem to find a way to disrupt, is that quick pass. When it was the long passes, they had enough time to build a little pressure and have someone cover it. But the quick passes, they're wide open. The Cougars haven't found a way to defend that yet. There's the hike, handoff. And he'll
Bryce
break through
Hawkins.
the D-line and push through the secondary to get another first down. Bring it to first and goal.
Pioneers make this a 2-possession game. That's not great for the Cougars.
Especially now entering the second half. Here's the motion, snap, fake handoff.
Tosses it.
Will
Bryce
get it,
Hawkins gets the
and he will
touchdown.
take it all the way through.
Harrison to Hawkins for the touchdown, Pioneers.
Second touchdown of the second half from Bryce Hawkins.
Very Pioneer-dominated second half.
Yep.
You know, Cougars, you came out of half, hoping that you found your rhythm and you were thinking you were starting to find some holes in their defense that you could work with, and then the Pioneers just came out with a bunch of, tweaks in their playbook, and so far the Cougars can't keep up.
Kick is up. High again. It's going to be counted for 27. The first one he kicked this half went too far above the uprights. Not counted good. Got to get it a little lower that time.
Set up for kickoff, Cougars to return.
Green will kick off for the Pioneers. Back to receive.
Kick is out. Gonna go fly out the back of the end zone.
And Reed's kick goes in the end zone. It'll be a touchback on the 20.
Cougar offense coming out for the second time this half, trying to see if they can catch up or at least make the score a little bit closer.
Yep, gotta get the touchback from the 20. And here they come. Snap. Fake the handoff. Couldn't quite get the ball to Jaden Stewart. Stewart might have been looking for a call there, but no flag from the ref.
Pioneers will bring up 2nd and 10 for the Cougars.
Hands it off to Jackson Harris for real this time.
Will push through for decent yardage.
About
Still
the
not
last-
enough to get the first.
Last couple of yards got there stumbling. You just got to push through, show that grit, perseverance. You got that.
3, making it a close opportunity for their first down. Go with the handoff
Jackson Harris again.
taken down
Dropped
immediately.
quickly. This D line is insane. Stopping the Cougars left and right.
Seth Knight, number 2, for the Pioneers on the tackle.
And here comes the punting unit once again, unfortunately for the Cougars.
Cannot find a way to get past this defense. What I was saying in the first half was that Cougar defense wasn't seeing a lot of action, but this has been the complete opposite during the second half. Punt,
High snap. Got it out.
punt. It's going to bounce a little.
Bounces on the 55.
And
Grabbed by the
Cougars
Cougars
will
at
the 40,
about the
39.
40.
Is down on the 40-yard line.
And
First down for the
here comes the Pioneer offense.
Looking to see if they can go 3 for 3 this half.
Already with the 2-possession lead, hoping to lengthen it even further. Put the Cougars in an even tighter spot.
There's the hike. Fake handoff. Quarterback will keep it. Flag
Flag
thrown.
on the play.
Pushed out of bounds.
Number 1, Tag Harrison. That's the quarterback on the run.
Harrison. Runs the ball. There's going to be a penalty close to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at maybe a false start from the Pioneers.
See what they're going to call.
I believe it will be a
Holding on the Pioneers.
10-yard penalty.
Good for the Cougars, bad for the Pioneers. Gonna have to find 10 extra yards this time.
So far, that hasn't been a problem for them this half. They've been finding every hole, every throw. They've just gotten it. And Cougars' defense has not found any solution to it yet.
Yep. Cougars offense isn't allowing the defense much rest either. Looking to pass
Quick, short passes.
in
Not
and
able
out
to
of
grab it.
Jaden Clark's hands.
Maybe the Cougar pressure might be getting to the quarterback, or those passes might be getting a little too quick. But if he did grab it, that still brings them right back to where they were before the flag, showing that they're still just pushing through this Cougar defense. Lined up for the 2nd and 20.
There it goes. Looking to throw. Deep ball.
Deep.
Did he find
I
him?
don't know if he got it. They're saying incomplete.
That would have been a very impressive snag by him. Refs
again.
called it incomplete, unfortunately.
Incomplete will bring up 3rd and 20 for the Pioneers.
So here we go for the Cougars. 3rd and 20 for the Pioneers. Let's see if the Cougars can make a stop this half and try to get their offense another opportunity in this game.
Oh, 3rd and 20. No yards so far on this drive.
There's the
They're gonna
snap,
pass once
looking for another
again.
throw. Ooh. Deflected, almost picked off by a Cougar.
Kyler DePape, star linebacker of the Cougars.
Showing that defense might be figuring it out again. I mean, this is how the game started, you know.
It is.
Pioneers were blowing up, showing off what they knew, and the Cougars slowly caught on, but once they did, they were holding them tight. So right now, it looks like the Pioneers will punt from 4th and 20, deep in their own territory. There's the snap. There's the kick.
Sky
one,
kick.
got some airtime. And
Out of bounds.
Kick goes out of bounds.
It's impressive to see some of these kickers in high school are doing some high-level kicking. Like we've seen this kicker, the Pioneers kicker, put the ball basically wherever he's wanted it since the very first play of this game.
First little discrepancy for him. Cougars not in horrible field position to score out here.
Let's see if the Cougar offense can find some footing. There's the snap.
Yep. Looking to throw.
Looking
Can't
deep
find
pressure.
anything. Running.
Throws. Almost grabbed. Brady Hummel couldn't get a snag on it, but got a hand on it. Showing there's a lot of trust coming from these duos on this offense.
Yep.
Harris and McNeil, Hummel and McNeil.
Yep. You know, this defensive line is really doing a good job of penetrating the Cougars, and it's a good thing that Tyson McNeil knows how to scramble like that, and he can still make accurate passes on the run.
A lot of faith coming from, a lot of trust. And that's what you want in a duo or anyone on the team, is just trust. So now we're looking at 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw again.
Pioneers. Caught up,
Finds
throws it.
Flag on the play behind
find
the
someone.
line of scrimmage. Likely to be a holding call. Can't say for sure yet.
Holding on the offense.
Cougars now trying to play from 2nd and 20. Gotta come up with some yards here for sure. You know, the Pioneers are starting to run away with this game. Cougars showing a lack of energy this half. Pioneers exploding on offense with 2 touchdowns already.
There's the snap, looking for the throw. Found
Finds
Hummel.
his man.
And Hummel will find ground. Not Hummel, apologies. But the Cougar, George Buddy, sorry, found the room and got the first down.
Yep.
And this is what happened in the beginning of the game, is they found some momentum, and they just blew up. They blew up off of it.
George Buddy's first reception of the game, and it is a big one.
Sorry for the confusion.
Over 20 yards on the reception, and he might have found his way into the rotation.
Looking
Comes
for a
McNeil.
deep pass
Deep
to Hummel.
Just too far.
Unfortunately, out of bounds. Trying to keep that momentum they built, but you don't want to go too risky. You don't want to turn the momentum into a turnover.
Yeah. It's nice to show that you can throw those, but you got to get them accurate, because what's power without accuracy? Couldn't make it that time. They're going to try again here.
Here comes the offense with a 2nd and 10. Motion.
14 in motion. Handoff to 22. That's going to be Caden Johnson with the carry. And Cooper Younggreen in motion.
Looks like the Cougars are switching up some players.
Younggreen coming out for McNeil. 3rd and 10 for the Cougars. So far coming up empty on this set of downs. Here they go again. Throwing. Looking
Pressure.
for something.
Oh,
Running
able to break a
himself.
defender and run it out of bounds.
Just a couple of short yards there.
trying to show everyone that he is not just a passing quarterback, that he can run, and he'll outrun you the whole game. Right now we're looking at a
fourth and 6, and
looks like the Cougar offense will stay out there with 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
they're going bold, and it just might be the right call. Running out of time, 2 scores down. So far, pretty slow scoring, so they're going to try to shock some life into their offense. Good. Oh.
Had to throw it away.
No. Better that than a sack. But unfortunately, receiver just wasn't looking. No good. First and 10 on the 34. Throwing.
Looking deep.
Found his man, but couldn't hang on to it. Story of this game so far, a lot of drop passes. It's not easy, though, being a receiver.
Definitely not.
Throwing again.
Oh, pressure.
Running.
Throwing
on
it.
the move.
Ooh,
comes up
couldn't
short.
Find a man.
Could have been intended for Evan Rodriguez, but it just landed too short.
3rd and 10 right now. The defense has found its bearings and is holding them now back to how they had them in the end of the first half.
Jaden Chase coming into the game.
Let's see if they can convert it to a first here. Looking for a pass again.
Finds the man. Oh, he's quick. He's
he
moving.
Might be gone.
And there he goes. Touchdown number 14, Zane Tryon.
Very good screen pass, and it shows there's a lot of people on this team, this Pioneer team. They got wheels, and they will burn everyone out, and they did that. Took it a good 50 yards.
Yeah, that was quite the play there.
Extending their lead to right now, pending the PAT.
Snap. Too low that time.
So now they have a lead of 26-7 with 2 PATs missed.
Yeah. Only 50% success on the PATs. Not something coach looks for.
But that's what these first games of the season are. It's a lot of looking, a lot of seeing what might need to be moved, who might need to be moved, and just a lot of observing in this first game. Of course, you want to come out with a win to start the season.
Right.
But either way, coach learns a lot from this.
After seeing some real playing time, he can really set his lineup in stone. And also the players might find some new motivation from not loving to lose. Also, a very junior-heavy team for the Cougars. So
a lot of growth.
Their first playing time for many of them.
At least on a varsity level. So there's a lot of learning and a lot of growth still left for a lot of both people on both the teams. A lot of juniors, this is a new experience. Here we are with a kickoff again with the Cougars receiving. There's the kick. Looks like it will
land at the 4 and go out of bounds. Flag
Which
on
will
the
be a
play.
flag.
Can't
Still,
kick it out of bounds.
Showing that this kicker, even though he didn't get it that time, he's putting the ball basically wherever he wants it every time.
Yeah, he is distance-wise for sure.
He's really just aiming and putting it right there. I mean, this time was not one of those times, but every other time in this game, he's put the ball exactly where he wanted it.
Cougars will get the ball on the 35-yard line, first down.
Seeing after the flag, the Cougars will have it at 35, hoping to see if that can help them maybe get some more momentum and move the ball a little better.
Yep.
Because they have quite a few points to catch up on.
Yep. Down currently 19 points. 2 minutes, 51 seconds remaining in the quarter.
Snap is off, handoff.
Stopped at the line.
Dog pile.
Harris gets back to the line of scrimmage. Will be now 2nd and 10 for the Cougars.
Second 10, no gain on the play.
Here we go. Cougar offense really struggling this second half.
Fakes the handoff, reverse to Hummel, finds some open space.
Able
Couple
to
of
make
yards.
A few yards. And a
Flag. Lots and lots of flags this game.
You know, and sometimes that's almost expected in the first game of the season.
Yep.
A lot of new players, not a lot of people who have never played at a varsity level. It's just a lot of learning.
Yeah. Most definitely. Looks like that's going to be on the Cougars, 2nd and 20 here.
Holding will bring them back to 2nd and 20. Something they've been all but too familiar with this second half of
Yep.
having long drives to go.
Passing,
Pressure.
running.
Able to almost get it off to Harris. Couldn't get hands on it. Now at 3rd and 20.
Intense pressure from the Pioneers, making Tyson McNeil run on his feet. Good pass to Harris, but he just couldn't bring it down. 3rd down now.
Snap, looking
to
for a
throw.
pass, has more time, but still has pressure coming. He's
gonna try and take it
So he's gonna
himself.
try to take it. Able to get past a few defenders and get the slide.
Went pretty far, just couldn't quite get there.
Not
About 4
right
yards
there for
short.
the first. I think they're gonna go for it. They've gone for it the last 2 times, I believe, and this is one of those closer ones. And with this one almost going into the 4th quarter with being down this far, you kind of have to go for it.
Yeah, it really leaves them with no choice. They need to make something happen, and they need to make it happen right now on this drive. Got to get past this defense from the Pioneers. And there's a pass.
Snap, heavy pressure from the defense.
Finds his man, can't
Couldn't
hold
get
on.
it, and that will be back-to-back turnovers on down.
Hummel having a dive for it, can't quite bring it in.
Bring up first down for Pioneers.
Right now, the Pioneers have been dominating this entire second half. With only 57 seconds left till we go into the 4th quarter, it's looking harder and harder for the Cougars to make a comeback. Now with the snap, number 15 getting it again, but stopped relatively short.
Hawkins stopped on the line of scrimmage.
Cougars finally putting a trying to put a damper on him. 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Deep ball. Just a little too far. Intended for Evan Rodriguez from Tag Harrison.
Third down. Timeout, Cougars. Back after the timeout.
Cougars on defense now. Pioneers with the ball.
3rd and 9.
Now this is really, you know, it may be a little bit early, but with the momentum of how it's going, the Cougars need this one or it just could be over.
Looking for the pass.
Harrison
Deep.
throws it. Not quite made. Intended for a little trick play. A big man, number 98, Braden Calabrese.
All right, 4th down for the Pioneers. Looking like they're going to punt it. Don't really have to, though, with this lead they have this late into the game. But it would give them pretty good field position, especially with how good their kicker's been tonight.
Cougars pulled it off. There's the kick.
The only way I could imagine
Gonna be a touchback.
only way I can imagine a Cougar comeback here is if the 4th quarter is completely dominated by them offensively and defensively.
Yeah, you know, the Cougars finally got that stop on defense. They just got to continue to roll that over, roll that momentum, keep it coming.
You're getting to that point in the game where it's every down counts now. Every down counts the whole game, but right now, every down, every second is win or lose.
Yeah.
And right now, the Pioneers, not as much pressure on them. They're going to kill that clock. So we're going to see what happens here with 11 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Cougar offense out here.
Neal looking to throw, finds it early, gets the pass off. First completion in a while, shocking some life into it.
And you know, I feel like that's kind of what the Pioneers did this 2nd half. These quick passes, it's hard to get ready for that. It's hard to defend a receiver who already knows what's happening, taking 4 steps ready to catch a ball. So both teams are realizing that. Cougars were able to slowly find a way to stop it. Let's see if the Pioneers can adapt. To a handoff
this time.
No real movement there. Cougar student section, even despite the score, explosive. Back to the fourth quarter. Here we have the Cougars have the ball. 2nd and 10. There's the snap, quick pass.
Here it goes. 2nd and 10.
3rd and 11. Student section trying to bring some energy back to the game, but Cougars can't find a rhythm to get out of this defensive struggle or offensive struggle with the Pioneers.
Looking to throw. Running.
Seeing some grass, throwing it deep.
Finds
He's
it.
open. Couldn't grab it. That could have been something that would have changed the game.
Brady Hummel was open there, just couldn't pull that one in, creating a 3rd and 11 situation.
Although that's really unfortunate and that could be in the player set, you can't let it happen. You got to have that goldfish memory, especially when every play counts right now.
Yep. You know, you saw him crouch down there. You know, he obviously wasn't happy with himself there, but just needs to shake it off and look to the next play, because the most important play is always the next one. Cougars going to punt here.
And there's the punt, almost blocked. Bounce
Down about
bit.
the 30.
Will not be touched by a Pioneer.
Cougars stop it at about the 23, we will call it.
Illegal procedure on the Cougars. Looks like the Pioneers declined the penalty and will take over first down. On the 23.
Here we go with the Pioneers having the ball again. Right now, they got control of this game.
Yep.
Having the ball, just starting the fourth quarter. You know, they might just sit here and try to kill the clock as fast as they can, which it might look like they're doing right now.
The
starting
handoff.
off with a run. But looks like Cougars are all over that.
Hawkins with no gain on that play, or a short gain to bring up 2nd and 9.
Here we go again. 2nd and 9, Pioneers ball. go. Short
Throw.
pass.
Brought down by 3 Cougars, caught by Jack Reed. Very little gain on the play. Gonna set up a 3rd down and 3. Or 7, sorry. Gain of 3, 3rd down and 7.
Tackled by several Cougars. 3rd and 7. Injury timeout.
Timeout called by the Cougars.
1 remaining.
10:35 to go in the game. You know, Cougars, this first half game was competitive and I'd say neck almost the whole entire time. But the adjustments that the Pioneers made, dude, right now they've been dominating this second half of this game. Undisputedly.
Yeah, they certainly have. Got 2 touchdowns right out of the gate. Got another one later in the 3rd quarter. Cougars held scoreless this half.
Here's the fake handoff, thrown back to the screen. Number 15 took him down.
Got the play action, threw it back to the man. Bryce Hawkins gets the 1st down.
Dragged the defender with him for a minute. It's interesting, they keep running him out of bounds.
Now looks like there's a flag on the play on the Pioneers.
So
Block
it looks like
in the
it'll
back.
bring them back to a 3rd down, I believe.
3rd and 8. Oh, sorry. It's gonna be 10 yards back, so 3rd and 18. Big setback for them. Hopefully the Cougars can get another stop, put themselves in decent field position.
To make a stop and get a punt, or try to maybe force a fumble or something here where you can get the ball right where it is. Really hard to do, but this could bring them back a little bit of life to get back in this game.
Yep. Can't see the clock very well at home. There are 10 minutes and 2 seconds remaining. Handoff. Just trying to kill the clock. Brought down. Took an army to bring him down, though.
Hawkins picks up 2 yards.
Player down on the Pioneers, looking at right now, just looks like he needs to stretch it out.
Ball carrier was Zane Tryon.
That 3rd quarter took a while. It'll be 4th and 12 for the Pioneers. 9:41 left in the 4th quarter.
Here the Pioneers go for the punt on 4th and 12. Kicking will be Jack Reed.
Again, this is the 2nd time the Cougars have gotten them to be able to get the ball back, or at least right now, assuming it's not a fake punt, being able to get the ball back. And they haven't done much with it both times.
Yep. Almost blocked by Jesse Hernandez for the 2nd time.
Going to take the safe catch.
It's pretty close.
Cougar offense out here once more. Let's see if they can at least put some more points on the board.
The Cougars go. 56 yards to make up.
9 minutes, 35 seconds left in the game.
Yep. 3 possessions down. They really need to come up with something right now. Get themselves back in. They can get some good stops. They can do some good on offense. I think that it could be done. Although we're going to need to see a little more life out of them than we have so far.
There's the snap, looking for a pass, able to get it off. Pretty crowded area. Brady Hummel getting these catches back. If you remember, at the end of the last drive, the Cougars got it to him. Almost got it to him, and he could have had a big play, but unfortunately didn't grab it. But right now, he's proven that he still has the hands. He's already had his interception today.
It's like some substitutions. Grant Beckman out on the field.
There's a snap, looking again for a pass. We'll
Finds Hummel once again.
He's got room.
Ooh.
Take a defender down and then get it to at least the first. This is the movement we need.
Yep, Cougars need to get some motion here.
For about 15 yards to the Cougar first down. Cougars trying to hurry things up.
Seems to be in a
Goes.
oh, deep pass.
Oh.
Might be potential PI.
There's a penalty on the pass.
That was intended for Jesse Hernan, or sorry, Jaden Stewart.
Here we are. Cougar first down after the pass interference. This is bringing them closer and closer to at least get some more points on the board.
I formation.
Fresh set of downs for the Cougars. They've been at this drive, they've been moving the most they have
Number
all
19
half.
in motion, that's Braden McDonald.
Oh, pressure, looking, pressure. Not able to escape it, and will take the sack. It looks like there might have been a fumble.
See what the refs say.
Call it out of bounds.
Looks like out of bounds. Ooh, lucky break for the Cougars. That could have been really bad.
A lot of pressure in the backfield on that one. It's going to be a loss of 12 yards for the Cougars. Bring up second and 22.
Here we go again. After the sack, trying to see if they can pick up some slack. Throw it quick. Will find number 11.
Did he get
Big
there?
hit.
Nice and fast.
Looks like they made up, just about made up their yards. Now 3rd and 11.
Picks up 12 of those yards. It'll be 3rd and 10.
This is going to be close. Bringing it in here would get them in 1st and goal, or potentially get them more points on the board. Looking for the pass.
Cuts it out. Oh, out of the hands of Brady Hummel. A little bit of contact there. No flag. 4th down within
I think
field
they're
goal
going to take it
range.
again. You can't settle for field goals right now.
No, they can't. They really can't. This is a little bit of a last stand here. This is make or break, win or lose. Here we go.
Looking.
Throws it, finds his man. Yo, he finds some room.
Still
He's going.
going.
Did he get it? I think he did. Yep, brought it inside the 10-yard line. There he went.
Here's that 1st and goal.
Here goes. Fakes the handoff, finds a man. And that's going to be a touchdown.
Cougar touchdown.
That was made by number 11, Hunter Selby, the senior tight end.
Finding this momentum this late, don't know if they have enough time to reel it in. They're going to need some quick defensive stops.
Here they go to kick. Blocked. Unfortunate break.
Not what the Cougars want to see right now. You need every point you can get.
Yeah, that Pioneer was really able to sneak in there and make that block. 6 minutes, 59 seconds on the clock as the Cougars are set to kick.
Well, right now we're going to have the Cougars set up to kick to the Pioneers.
We apologize for an error made throughout the game. Number 12 is Braden McDonald, and number 19 is Jaden Stewart. We apologize.
Here we are, Cougars set up to kick off. Pioneers lining up a lot of their line close up.
Yep.
Preparing for an onside potentially.
Yep.
Hummel coming in.
Here we go.
Looks to be that Hummel will be kicking this.
This is interesting.
Potentially might be seeing an onside kick here. But Hummel has kicked before, so he has full potential to do a full kick.
Yep.
Let's see. Looks like they will try for the onside and will not get it.
Just a little too high. Lobbed it into the Pioneers. Let's see what happens now. Here we go, handoff. Finds a gap. Bryce Hawkins keeps going. Took an army to bring him down right there. 6 minutes, 49 seconds remaining.
There's the snap.
Running again,
it.
Hawkins.
He's just brought the house this whole game.
Still causing some havoc for the Cougars.
Had a temporary slowdown in the second quarter, but man, he brought it right back second half, and he's just been holding that momentum.
is. Hands it off to Hawkins. Just going. Brought down once again.
Right now, just kind of killing that clock. Not really looking for anything specific, but will take any yards they can get, and he keeps finding them.
Yep.
Cougars can't make a stop. Pretty soon here, it's going to get closer and closer to almost unwinnable.
Yep. You know, 2-possession game. Cougars gotta get back in this one. Gotta get some energy back. Make something happen on offense. You do have to hand it to this Pioneers team. They've really come in here on this away game with this crowd, and they've been able to do what they have done, which is not an easy feat, especially this second half.
They're doing it well.
Fakes to Hawkins. Quarterback's going to run it himself.
Breaks one defender, gets caught up with another. Brady Hummel making the tackle.
Tag Harrison with the big run. Looks like they're going to move those chains.
Pushing it to, I believe, almost a 1st and goal.
Looks like it's going to be spotted at about the 16-yard line.
Getting closer and closer to extending their lead.
Less than 5 minutes remaining.
Really just sitting here holding down that clock. They're in full control of this game right now. And if they get a touchdown here and the Cougars can't rebuttal 3 times within the next 4 minutes, which is getting more and more impossible, looks like the Pioneers are heading in the right direction to win this game.
Yep.
There's the snap, handoff again to 15. Nobody's stopping him, breaking tackles.
Hawkins gets it almost inside the 5. You know, Pioneers deserve this one. They've outplayed the Cougars since the very beginning of this game, the very beginning of this half. You know.
And you know, these first games, they do a lot for everybody. They show the rest of the people you're going to play the rest of the year what you can do. They show yourself what you can do and what you can't do. And it helps the coaches and everyone just see what needs to be fixed. What are we going to work on Monday?
Yep.
What are we going to work on to make this team be better and better each week, each day? And I'm sure both coaches have a lot of review and a lot of tape they want to go over.
And we've seen stellar performances from players on both teams, on both sides of the ball. But it takes a whole team. It can't just be 1 or 2 guys out there making every play. It takes all 11 on the field at once.
And right now, the Pioneers 11 are just putting it more together and have found their rhythm, and they're the ones winning it right now. First and goal. Hasn't brought it in yet, but could happen in this very drive because it looks like they have no intentions of passing it. And they
Inside
just keep
run.
feeding him.
Can't get there.
Like I was saying earlier, man, they just really have control of this clock.
They do.
Cougars all lined up, ready to go, and Pioneers just listening to their coach, taking their time, making sure everything's collectively together with everyone. And that's what you have to do. That's you're winning. You got to kill that clock.
Yeah, it's certainly a great call at this point in the game. Inside runs, keeping the clock moving.
And they do that QB sneak again. And I believe they're going to call it
no good for the touchdown.
No good. Like I was saying earlier when they did it before, not a play you see often
No.
from a high schoolers.
No, but, I mean, this team,
They put it together, and they're still pushing that. They're pushing that ball.
yeah, well, they got some power in their O-line. QB
And
really hasn't had to
I
move
wouldn't
around.
be shocked if they do it again. It's an inch away.
Here goes
They
Hawkins,
will punch it in with
finds
Hawkins, and he will finally get it.
and that's most likely the last nail in the coffin tonight. No, it was a well-fought game by both teams, but at the end of the day, the better team won.
And right now Cougars will have the ball back after this PAT attempt. But right now, it's looking to be a Pioneers win tonight.
Yep. You know, the best thing, the Pioneers can go home, and they can know that they played well tonight, and they can try and keep going with this process and this lineup over and over. And the Cougars know they got some work to do, you know, but they can learn from it. It's all a learning experience.
PAT is good.
Both
32 to 13, 2 minutes, 37 seconds left in the game.
Both teams.
A lot of film. Both teams are going to have this, this weekend for coaches to look at. But that's what the first games are for.
Yep.
Of course, you want to take that dub home every time, but right now, the Pioneers are going to get it, and the Cougars are not.
Yep. Only half the teams are going to win. So. Pioneers going to kick now.
Cougars all spread out, no worried of onside kicks, which they shouldn't have to be, but, you know, sometimes teams will do that. They'll mix it up. They'll have fun with the lead they have.
Yep. So he's just going to boot it
far.
It's going to go out of bounds, or out through the touchdown. Excuse me, out through the end zone for a touchback.
2 minutes, 37 seconds left. Will the game end with Cougars offense or Pioneers offense? Obviously, the Cougars are going to try their hardest to get it in that touchdown.
Yep.
But how much of the clock is it going to take for them to get in there? Here we go again with Cougar offense. And I think we have a new quarterback out there right now, number 15.
That's going to be Luca Gerhardt.
Currently the backup, but he will get some reps in tonight. Always good.
Gonna
Throwing
throw
it
it
deep to start.
Off the helmet. Oh, and we got a defender down for the Pioneers. Intended for George Buddy, but off the helmet of Tamaj Newborn.
You know, and it's nice to be able to see both your backup and your starter, who every week compete for that starting position, both get reps in the same game.
Yep.
I mean, of course, Luca Gerhardt's been thrown into a completely different situation, but it's still good to get the practice reps are completely different from game reps.
Yeah, it's player's going to perform a lot differently under pressure than they will just in a practice, or maybe they might feel even more pressured in practice. Who knows? But
right now, he's been given a chance to see why he's the other one fighting for that starting position.
Tamaj will get up.
And is back down, unfortunately.
This is serious.
declared is back up again and moving.
Maj Newborn walking off the field.
Hopefully he'll be able to get back on his sidelines by himself.
Oh.
Still waiting, but he is moving and he's getting there on his own feet, which is always good.
Yep. Most certainly is. Good sign. There's the whistle. Play will resume.
Here we go again with Luca Gerhardt, now the quarterback.
We're going to throw again.
Good throw.
Gets a
good
completion.
connection. Stepped out.
That was to George Buddy, number 13. It's going to set up a
3rd and 3, I believe. Might take it. 2 minutes left in the game. Cougars seem to be in no real rush, just kind of getting those second string reps.
There he
Luka making
throws.
a throw. Did he get it?
Refs are saying no completion.
Incompletion.
Good effort.
And it looks like they're gonna punt it. You know, at this point in the game, you can't even blame them.
Nope.
It's no point in trying to risk it because there's not real much time to kind of get back in this game and win it, and there's no point in trying to give them an even easier chance at putting more points on you.
Yep.
There's the punt, a little shorter than anticipated. He touched it, grabbed it before any Cougar could get there, and will take it to just about where they had it.
Good recovery from
Bringing it
Gavin
down
Hammond.
to 1:39 left in the game. Right now, Pioneers coming out. Cougars ready. Again, no real sense of urgency from the Pioneers, and there doesn't really need to be.
Nope.
Really just trying to play this out. They have a different running back in right now, not number 15, number 22, I believe.
That would be Brian Piedra.
Getting some reps too. And
Just
they
gonna
will
kneel it. And that's probably what they'll do next time as well. End this game.
Will just about wrap up everything. I think this was a really competitive game in the first half.
Yep.
But in the second half, the Pioneers made the adjustments they need to at halftime, and they just took it the whole way.
They certainly ran away with it. I mean, they had their first two drives of the third quarter ended up in touchdowns, scoring 2 more after that. It's not easy for the Cougars to make up that loss.
Although the Cougars do have a timeout, like I said, not really redeemable here, and there's no real sense in like pausing it. Just trying to see what they can fix and work on for next week.
Yep. One more play.
Well, we're going to send it off to Hudson as the game ends. I've been Brennan Koss.
I'm Calvin McDonald.
Thank you for watching the stream. We're going to send you off to Hudson to finish us out.